Oh wow, it's doing it again. Why don't I see my microphone doing a thing? Okay, evidently I'm having some scuff issues already, so I will need one moment, please. Okay, evidently I'm having some scuff issues already, so I will need one moment. Yeah. Slight amount of scuff, just a little bit, just a little. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. For some reason, I'm not seeing my mic levels on OBS at all, which is a little intimidating because that's usually where I try to figure out whether I'm too loud to the stream or not. If I'm too loud to the stream, let me know. I will have to adjust things over here on this end for that, and I'll have to do it sight unseen because yeah, yeah, I'm flying I'm flying a dangerous flight where visibility is zero, and that's fun stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to test my microphone real quickly to make sure I've got this right, and it seems like I've got it close. It's close enough, I think. Kind of low. No, don't tell me that. I'm already too deeply voiced. I can't be any lower. Let me see. Lip, lip. Okay, how about now? Is that better? Low flame must got yeah. Yeah, there's actually an emote for that. You can thank Avec for that. She's the one who made it. Um oh, by the way, Avec is my partner. She, her, they, them. I think preferring they, them these days. So yeah. A bit loud now. Oh, let me pull that back a little bit. How's that looking? How's that sounding? Does that sound better? Damn. Y'all, a girl can't win with y'all. Back to too low. Because I'm having to do this completely blind. I have no idea how my levels are looking because it's not showing in the audio mixer. How about now? Am I doing any better now? In the middle of the two. Is that good? Are we having mid bossy scuff? Sounds good. Okay, thank you. Uh oh my goodness. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. So yeah, what's Mossy gonna play? IG, I wonder. Um, there's a possibility that the stream already has it, which I know it does, but I'm teasing. Um, yeah, Starmade is my comfort game, so we're gonna just jump into that. But we're gonna do that after we do the traditional Toys for Tots vid because I love the Toys for Tots vid. The old school one is just the best. Is gonna play not gear game. True, true. I'm not gonna play gear bits again because we're already close to the end of the storyline. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's a good game. You should go get a copy. It's only $10. There's DLC for it. It's only $5. It's a wonderful game. And hey, since you're gonna round out a $20 bill anyways, why don't you donate $5 to, I don't know, the Tiltify link that's there. There's a little QR code right there. Just snap open your camera app with your phone and give that a scannerooski and pop in some details. The folks at Tiltify send it directly to the Marines, and we don't even get a chance to smell the paper it's printed on. So yeah, it goes straight to them. And of course, that the Marines can make good deals, like when you have that kind of bulk of money and that kind of recognition, you can buy toys at wholesale and you can do a lot of good with a very small amount of money by comparison to what an individual would be able to do. So you spend $20 at Walmart versus the Toys for Tots spending $20 contracting directly through Hasbro or whatever. Yeah, that's a lot of My Little Ponies for real. All right. So yeah, we'll be right back right after these very 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 important messages. Okay. So support your local Marines. Hoorah!
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
Okay, that shouldn't be blank. I mean, it is blank, and it's totally intended to be blank, but it should be blank. There it goes. There we go. So I'm wondering if everyone can hear that little bit of chiptune music I've got going on in the background. Can I get a check on that really quickly just to make sure? Y'all should be able to hear that hopefully. You hear only oh, this is as it should be. My voice is the only voice that you should respond to. No, no. Okay, let me fix this. Um for whatever reason, it likes to do this, and I blame the cats. I really do. So yeah, more mossy audio scuff. Who's surprised? Raise your hand if you were surprised that there was mossy audio scuff today. I mean, I'm not surprised, so my hand goes down. But yeah, that's a thing. Um, where are you? Ah, there you are. Eh. Okay, let me switch you out for. Okay, how about now? Can anybody hear that? Try again. Uh, dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. Let me verify what I'm doing here. That should have been right. Why? No. Okay. Rerouting. I have rerouted the audio. Is that helping any? Is it possibly too loud? Very faint. Okay, how about now? Audio, yes, yeah. So it's good. The audio's good? All right, you can hear me over the music, and the music isn't too loud. Awesome sauce. Okay, finally got the right mix. All right, let's do this. Let's play a video game. Today I'm gonna demonstrate large builds because why not? I like to build small things. We're gonna build a big thing. We're gonna build a great big thing. Let's see. I'm gonna limit myself to 1/2 meter in any one direction. Anybody have any ideas? What should be the largest dimension? The ventral, the lateral, maybe the what's the one that goes side to side? No, that's the lateral, isn't it? Or the horizontal, I guess. Diagonal. Wow. I mean, I imagine I could make a diagonal ship. It wouldn't take much, really. Let's see. The Larimar Magpie here is 100 meters long. Under 100 meters long. So let's limit ourselves to 250 in any one direction. And diagonal. Let's see, you flip a diagonal ship though, and it's just gonna look like it's something else. I mean, I guess that's true of any ship, yeah? You flip it in any direction, it's gonna look like something completely different. Okay, and for my sanity's sake, we're going to go ahead and use creative mode. I'm not going to use what I'm using for this build over here. I'm going to use a completely different inventory setup. So let's go ahead and get some distance. And in space, any direction is a good direction. All right, so oh, did I get that wrong? Oh, yes, I did. There we go. Alright. So for the sake of keeping things in context, primary color for the ship. I used to just start working in gray. For the sake of visibility, I think I'm going to start in orange. Just go with orange, yellow, and red. Now we need to pick a role for the class, for the ship class. So, a ship that's kind of got a diagonal bent to it makes me think of something that's meant to be like a specific type of picket ship, like a defender. So it's designed to, like, you know, be able to take a hit and then not necessarily respond with one, just be able to take the hits. You know, it's a big shield ship. So what would that look like? Orange is not a primary color? A palindrome ship, identical in every... I mean, that's just the crystalline entity. That's a thing. I mean, I could do that really easily because of the symmetry system. It's a secondary. Well, I was gonna go with yellow when I said orange, so there you go. I was already thinking of a primary color. Look, my brain don't brain too good, okay? Go easy on me, guys. Or don't. It's actually more fun that way, but still. There we go. Hold up, let me try that again. $69. There we go. All right, so the arrow that's there at the top of the screen is showing me the direction that's the front of the ship. That's basically the core area right now. Sometimes I feel like I don't know. All right, let me try. It's 35 in the wrong direction. Nope. Let's try 35 though. I was aiming for 35. I'm gonna go with 35. There we go. I'm gonna go incremental. Now the rest of the ship is basically just gonna be thrusters, really. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. That was the wrong direction. I want to knock this down some. And I'm going to intentionally break some of this. Actually, undo? No, that's fine actually. That's perfectly fine. I'm just realizing what it is I'm trying to do versus what I'm actually doing. And I've actually got it right, but I've got it reversed in my head. So, yeah. I'm gonna cut out this same shape on the other side by forcing it through to the front. So that way I know where the cuts need to be placed. Because I'm a smart bean and I know what I'm doing. Luckily, I only have to do like a quarter of the work because Symmetry is doing the rest of it for me. So if you're familiar with the way Space Engineers handles it, pretty much the same thing. You can get away with doing a lot with a little. You just need to make sure you have the resources for it. Now that I know how much of that needs to stick out on the outside, I can go ahead and just start deleting all this junk. Now to make my life a little bit easier and give myself a nice little grid to work with, and then just start removing chunks from here. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. See what happened there? I removed a little too much off the top there. Luckily, it's a small mistake, and I can just fix it very quickly. It'd probably help if I actually put this thing in remove mode. Remove mode. There we go. Tells me what I'm actually going to remove. Sorry, I love chiptunes. I'm not gonna apologize much more about that. I'm gonna apologize the one time, and then I'm gonna stop because chiptunes rock. All right. So now we've got a hole in a box. And I am going to add additional junk to this. But not right now. What I want to do is I want to join these together. Like a factor of 25 ought to do just fine. I went over by 1. Because that should be 50-50 right there, I think. No. It's far more than 50-50. But you know what? This is workable. This could be worked with. And we're going to go with a diagonal, so I'm going to start setting up these plates diagonal to each other. I'm also going to turn off this lighting mode because that's getting annoying. Huh. I'm so far out that lighting mode doesn't allow me to render stuff the way I want to from the distance that I want it to render. So let's screw it. That's fine. That's fine. I can work with this. It's gonna want to go off that edge, so I'll just go ahead and just clomp onto that. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Sorry, good songs, good music. I hope poor Damien's not watching this, because I know this isn't a build that he has anything to do with, but I do understand that he doesn't like asymmetrical stuff. So the stuff that's unevenly spaced and stuff like that just probably would not be particularly a positive experience for the poor guy. Personally, I delight in the asymmetrical. I also tend to like to layer it whenever I can. This thing is going to be very heavy when she's done. Let's see if I can get far enough to get some... No, the rendering's not going to be that great on that because of the sunlight. The fact that the whole ship can move so readily in one place with just a ship core, that's a little uncanny, actually. It shouldn't be that easy. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to, do a thing where I actually responsibly move my caption around so I can see chat. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. It is quite literally going to just be a giant Xbox. That is a lot of glaring yellow. And I do not apologize. Mm. And here's a fun thing about the physics of Starmade. When you have blank spaces inside of something like this, it actually ends up better defended than if you were to make it out of solid blocks completely all the way through. Because then the rounds that get shot at a ship have to travel through empty spaces, which degrades their capability to do destruction. So this ends up being a superior tactic in many cases. Unless they changed it. They might have changed it. And in which case, I'm talking out of my rear. It wouldn't be the first time. I've lied by just not knowing any better several times in my lifetime. Not proud of it, but it's happened. We want to fill in some gaps here, though. Every so often I'll flub a block in the wrong direction, and I'll just keep it like that because it actually looks interesting. Ooh. Just noticed that gap there. No. Let me get a better angle on the light there. Okay, we're getting there. You know what? I'll keep that. It's gonna add some dimensionality to the build, anyways. It won't be so flat. Some of these outer hull plates are going to have some slight differences to them, just for the sake of having a difference. Now, for me, the fun in this build is the fact that it's a big block that's just being shaped into not a block. Traditionally, I've hated ships like these. Traditionally, I've always thought these ships were cheap and shitty. But they also are very easy to build, very quick to build. And they do have, you know, their charms as well. I'm gonna add more to these, but it's gonna take a while to get to that point. Okay, my brain likes that. That scratches a certain itch, but not quite the way I want it to. Oddly enough, actually that works. That works fine. Got a message here that just came in. I'm gonna need to check on that in a moment. I'm not the sort of girl that leaves you on red. I tend to reply, because if I don't, I might die. Alright. Let's see. Okay. My notification phone is too close to my microphone again. Because I'm really good at doing that. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's reminding me of a notification from an hour ago. And that's fine. Let me clear this. No, don't get stuck. Oy vey. There we go. Alright. Oh shit, okay. I'm just realizing I did not remove enough material on the end of this. I kind of want to remove more too. A little bit there. There we go. That's yellow. That's orange. You know, I like the contrast. It kind of screws with stuff a little bit. It looks, especially from a distance, it looks kind of wrong, which is right. I needed to look a little bit wrong from a distance. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Come on. We have that. Oh, shoot. Undo. Okay. Yeah, I ended up taking out a block way over there by accident, and I just had to undo it in order to make it look right again. Gonna break up some of the boxiness of the whole build with some little bits here and there. Bits and bobs, bits and bobs. Nothing too weird or too out of the ordinary. Now, with this color scheme, I'm going for high visibility, which makes sense for a ship that's meant to be defender. You want your defenders to be easily seen from a distance. It's like, yeah, hit me, stupid. And then they do, and then it doesn't hurt very much because the ship's designed to tank it. Hmm. Oh, shoot. No. There we go. No, that's not going to stay like that because I don't want it to be all just platforms like that. That flat platen surface at the back, that's going to get broken up a lot, and these are going to join together in some fun way. And they're just not going to do it now. Very this is taking a lot of concentration, so I'm not talking much, which is by no means a terrible thing, really. I mean, me not flapping my gums too much is typically a positive in most influential circles. But I know typically on my own streams I'm a little more chatty, and I apologize for the lacking in chattiness right now, but I'm really concentrating on this. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of my zen game, you know? This is the kind of crap that I'm into. So when I'm in the zone, I tend to be, I tend to be O'Reilly. Easily distracted by weird stuff, but then also oddly quiet for no good reason. I mean, you ever walk into an auto parts store and everyone's super quiet and you're pretty sure it's because you just walked in? But if you had been there 5 minutes beforehand, it was just as dead quiet beforehand because nobody really wants to talk in an auto parts store. Because I've seen that look on someone's face when they walked in. Like, oh, did I see something wrong? Did I walk into the wrong building? It's like, no, you're good, you're good. No, nobody was talking before. This place is like dead as a library. Don't worry. And that poor bridge is stuck behind this mess. It can't see much of anything, but that's the point. It's not supposed to see much of anything. This should all be going on sensors. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm realizing my stomach is not happy with me right now. On account of all the pills I done put in it. I want a fun amount of pills. Control for the pills I've got in my system. Saltine crackers and ginger ale soda. Fun fact! Another bit of mossy stuff for you. I forgot the ginger soda. I'm gonna have to get up and get it. Or, oh my god, you guys. My ginger ale just showed up magically. And by magically, I mean my partner is an absolute fey child and I love her. Because she just zipped over, grabbed it for me real quick and brought it to me. That's not even what I was trying to do. I was just sitting here going like, oh hey, look at me, I'm being dumb. It's like, oh, there's a problem I can fix. So she went and fixed it. And as much as I appreciate it, and I do, I'm over the mind that there should never have been a mistake in the first place. And I blame myself, and I'm a horrible person for making her get up. Even though she did it perfectly voluntary on her own. But my brain likes to do stuff like that to me. It's a defense mechanism, I'm almost certain of it. And here's the thing. I would know for sure if I brought it up to my mental health professional, because the therapist would be able to tell me if it's a defense mechanism or not. But I haven't told them because I don't want to bother them with it. Ha! Good times. Good times. Ginger ale. Canadian Dry. Seems like a lie. Because every time I end up talking to anybody from the French part of Canada, they just keep telling me that they're all Alouetta. But oh, that's the ginger ale though. There's two things Canadians know really, really well. Maple syrup and hockey. But they also do a mean ginger ale. Oddly enough, hockey is one of the few sports I will actually follow. Every so often I'll get into baseball too. But usually only if the Dodgers are making the playoffs. Because I want to see them screw it up. I want to see how badly they screw up this time. And evidently the Dodgers actually won the World Series, so congrats to them. I'm very upset about it because I was looking forward to, you know, having a good long time of, you know, digging in on them because they're the Dodgers. At least they're not the Padres. I'm from San Diego. I can't stand the Padres or the Chargers. Actually, the Chargers even still in San Diego anymore? I don't even know. I haven't a clue. I know the Raiders kept flipping around. It's like LA Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Come on, guys, decide. Move somewhere and stay, please. Why does my brain not like that? There we go. I'm gonna use one of the build helpers. Oh, shoot. Well, it would probably help if I had a bigger radius on it. Nope. There we go. The tube radius is a little too big. I'll put down 12. There we go. I want it on its side, but to an angle. And I definitely need it to be bigger. Okay, that's closer to what I'm going for. But the tube radius could be a little smaller. There we go. Actually, it could be even smaller, still. Yeah. And then, I need an angle on it. Should be a 90. There we go. There we are. That's closer to what I want, but not quite there yet. Gonna use this. Now the center component's gonna be somewhere inside of there.
No. Definitely needs to be further out. Okay, that's closer to what I want. Is it close enough though? No. It needs to be maybe 2 blocks lower. No. It needs to be better set into this. Or I can knock the tube radius down a little bit. Here's the tourist recount. That kind of does what I want it to do. That's closer. Much closer, in fact. Moss. You know, they're picking on me, calling me scuff moss. But that is fair. That is a fair assessment of the situation. There's quite a bit of scuff. I'm a trying. If I'm not a trying, I'm a lying. Okay, part of this is the lighting issues. There we go. Okay. I can confine building to Taurus. Display. No, no, no. That's not display. Build tool? No. How do I do it again? Or I confine it to the building area only? Oh, that's almost worse. There we go. Now I can see. Hmm. Oh, this is so. I almost want to just fill in the Taurus completely, and then cut off what I don't need. I just don't know if that's gonna work out the way I want it to. I am. Well, soda crackers and ginger ale. Works almost every time. I'm almost annoyed at how much of a basic person I am, that this works so quickly, so easily. If my paycheck rolls in, I'm gonna go get myself some root beer later. It's gonna be delicious. Love root beer. Hmm. Oh, nuts. That the sound font that they're using in the background there sounds an awful lot like Toto KK from Animal Crossing. And I'm just remembering that I've got Animal Crossing stuff that I want to do later on today. But that can wait for another, I don't know, however long it takes for me to get through this. Yeah. I'm doing stuff and it's important, god dang it. I'm doing stuff that's gonna make a better life for somebody, somewhere, for at least a moment. Give me that much. Let me help out somebody for a second, god damn it. Oh my god. Yeah, we can take out some of the scaffolding that's here, but not all of it. This is confusing looking. Luckily, I only have to do this once because as I'm doing it on this side, it's doing it on all the other sides as well. So yeah, it's doing it on all these things, this mess of stuff that's happening. The goal is right there. It looks so good as a goal, but then I see where it is I am so far, and it's just like, oh my god, that's a mess. That's horrific. I should just start all over again. No. I need to finish what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm never going to see the end result. It's like painting by numbers. Yeah, you might have screwed it up, but hey, that's what paint remover's for. You know, you can always see the numbers again afterwards. I think I'm just genuinely hungry. But I'm gonna got like what? 30 minutes left? I can hold on. I don't need a freaking taco right now. You need a taco. Go get a taco. I'm fine. I remember yesterday I had like a grilled cheese sandwich, and then I immediately made myself a quesadilla. And I'm sitting there like, okay, this is too much cheese all at once. And it turns out no, actually I kind of needed the salt, but it's just one of those things where, you know, you're feeding yourself and you're like, this can't be sane. And it turns out it's probably one of the saner things you could be doing at the moment. It's crazy how that works. Turns out, a lot of times cravings are what your body needs. Unless you're in the throes of an addiction, in which case, yeah, the cravings turn out not to be a good thing. And if you find yourself in that position, please do seek help. It is available. And it is actually quite effective. oddly enough, I used to be a pretty bad smoker and alcoholic, and I've kind of just stopped. Like, cessation just kind of happened. Okay. I'm trying to be chatty, but I'm trying not to go into like personal weirdness because yeah, that's pretty much where I go on my normal streams, and that's a habit that I don't need to break because it actually works for my streams. But this isn't one of my streams. This is somebody else's stream and I'm volunteering. So talking about my personal problems ain't exactly something anybody here wants or needs to hear. And I'll be honest, I've got a lot of people who are willing to bend an ear to me to, you know, help me figure stuff out. And I probably should avail myself of that more often. I always feel like I'm inconveniencing somebody though. I'm reminded of that line from Jurassic Park. It's like, I'm sorry to hear about your problems, but they are your problems. Yeah, and you're a capitalist asshole who's not listening to your worker. Because if you had maybe, I don't know, paid your worker better, maybe he wouldn't have sabotaged the place. And then in the original book, he dies. The owner of the park just gets compied. So yeah. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't read the Michael Crichton book Jurassic Park from the mid-90s. Michael Crichton tended to write a lot about theme parks, so yeah. Kind of as bad as Stephen Fry, Stephen Fry. Holy crap, what's his name? The guy who wrote Carrie. He tends to include cars a lot. Stephen King, thank you. Thank you. My partner rescues me again. No, it's just a good game. And I would play it if it wouldn't annoy the absolutely ever-loving bugging flip out of me. I watch other people play Noita, and I get annoyed. Okay, I'm the one who ends up feeling more rage than they do when things go wrong. So I just stop watching. I tend to watch a lot of streams with Justin Thor Hall in it, and I mean, the man loves ferrets. You can't go wrong with that. Anybody who's an adorer of cute fuzzy critters, that's gotta be a good person somewhere. But yeah. I'll watch one of his streams when he's playing Noita, or I'll watch Ministry of Ennui Control, who also plays Noita from time to time. Oh my god, I have to tune out after a while because, you know, I watch Minnie blow herself up again completely by accident by getting a popcorn wand or something else similarly dorky, and I'm just like, I can't watch this. It's stressing me out, and I'm not even the player. Although a friend of mine did propose something earlier, and that was to play some Unreal Tournament in 2004. And I have to admit, that sounds a little appealing. But then again, I'm thinking to myself, is Unreal Tournament to me just like what Doom was back in the day. Because I played Doom, sure, but I played Doom because I had nothing else. Did I play Unreal Tournament because I had nothing else? Is that why I have such, you know, positive memories of it? Am I sitting there going like, oh yeah, I could play some Onslaught right now because, you know, I was just too broke to be able to get anything else, you know? And it's a possibility. It's thoroughly a possibility. I mean, I still play to this day the Game Boy edition of Tetris. I have it on my handheld Android device. I have it on my Nintendo Switch. Heck, I've got a copy on my partner's Switch just in case. And I thoroughly enjoy it, but that's because for the longest time when I got my first Game Boy, that was the only game I had. You know, so I got to enjoying it just out of repetition. And I have to stop myself after a while because I've noticed myself doing the same thing with Solitaire, of all things. I'll sit there and I'll start playing Solitaire on stream because I can't think of anything else to play. You know, it's familiar. It's something that I feel like I can just, you know, hook into and do well at least well enough that I'm not, you know, sitting there getting annoyed. But yeah, no. I think that's one of the reasons why I also stress out at Minecraft of all things. You know, because I'm just building here. I'm just building this big flip off, you know, diagonals made of ship. And I'm enjoying myself. I'm actually getting into this. But here's the thing. If I was doing this in Minecraft, well, this big green bush monster would come up and be like, hey, that's an awful nice ship you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. And then I'd be having to pay him off for, you know, for insurance or something. Sit there with a gas cannon offering to torch the joint. Split the insurance money. It's like, hey, I can make it look like an accident. Don't even worry about it. Hey, I've got experience. No, please don't blow up my stuff. I like my stuff. Worked hard for it. Or I typed in a lot of commands into a console to get it, so I would be really annoyed if I had to go back and do that again because I don't have a batch file for it. Noida's eyes are so hard though. They have solved cessation recently. I know I'm looking forward to Core Keeper, which is basically Terraria meets Minecraft in a very top-down setting, kind of like Legend of Zelda. Actually, I liked Portal Knights for the same reason. Because it was kind of a third-person, top-down, Zelda-esque, Minecraft-y thing. Feels like at this point I shouldn't build up any further. We build out more. Whoopa. Trying to think, what other Noida like have I played that I thought was okay? Okay, Noida is a roguelike. I get really annoyed at roguelikes for the same reason. Because it just feels like it was an excuse to make less game, you know? Like, oh, you have to start all over again with all your stuff. It's like, okay, if I wanted this to happen, I'd just go play Metroid or Mega Man, where at the end of, you know, the last stage, for some reason, the main protagonist walks over to a river and just dumps everything in there. Goes, nope, I'm not gonna need this ever again. Although the Metroid likes to contrive reasons why it is, you know, Samus loses all of her stuff again. It's like, just label it, you ditzy bint. Please, label your stuff. You'll thank us. I never thought about that, actually. Samus is a canonically a blonde, isn't she? I mean, stereotypes aside, that's kind of like, huh, that explains that things. She's an orange tabby. Although I have to be honest, the only reason why bounty hunting ever sounded like an appealing job to me as a child was because of Samus Aran. I thought, it's like, oh, she's a bounty hunter. Cool, I want to do that. Not realizing what actually goes into the job. You know, guns, weapons training, freaking tactics. Pretty much a military education, but without the military benefits. You know, and I recommend to anybody who wants to try bond keeping or anything else that's bounty hunting related or adjacent, or even security adjacent, just don't. It really is just the most boring thing ever. Okay, I will reveal something very quickly. It's something small and it's not that big a deal, but I am actually at work right now. All right, my streaming setup is set up in the middle of my office. My streaming setup is not 20 feet away from my bed. All right, I live in my office quite literally. All right, but here's the thing. All right, I am at work. I am on call right now. I could get a phone call right now telling me that there's some emergency someplace and I need to be, you know, in a vehicle immediately. And it hardly ever happens. This job is very, very boring. And you get paid an absolute misery for it. But there's lots of downtime, which means that if you're a silly, you know, streamer-minded weirdo like I am, you get to indulge that side of yourself. So yeah, that's probably the only reason why I keep this job. Unfortunately, I don't have any other marketable skills. So yeah, if I ever lose this job, I'm kind of screwed. But oh well, them's the breaks. Them's the breaks fists. Ooh, eggs for breakfast. That'd be nice. Now the wonderful part of doing security work is when you're able to choose, when you're at the level where someone sits there and hires you and they don't question a whole lot of what you do, and you're able to sit there and go, okay, if I see somebody on camera doing something that I know the owner wouldn't care for, but I don't think is particularly an issue, I I don't have to do a thing. I don't even have to report it because the owner's not gonna freaking ask me for a report. That's for the lower officers to do. They're the ones who do the reports. And if one of them sits there and goes, "Hey, I caught a kid kid stealing a candy bar," no, you didn't. This fine, upstanding citizen walked in with that candy bar already in their mouth. So, yeah, you just go ahead and let them go about their business. And hey, kid, you like Pepsi? Here, take this with you because holy crap, it's been sitting out here. It's very warm. It's stone cold. It's been inside the freezer the whole time. It's like you just go around ahead and hey, you know what? There's this old bag of chips that we're gonna trade in anyways, so you may as well go ahead and munch on those too, you know. And those are the days where the job is worth it, where it doesn't really matter. And if I get caught doing that, it comes out of my paycheck. But what did it cost me? $5 worth of chips and a soda pop and a candy bar. $5. That's like that's easy. That's not a big deal. So I'm at that point in my job where I can get away with doing stuff like that. Somebody walks in hungry and I go, "Hey, you any good at emptying out trash cans? Because there's a trash can over there that could use an emptying real quick, and you know, if you're really quick about it, by the time you get back, there might be a taco or a sandwich waiting for you." I really wish I was the owner of the business where I could get away with that more, because it just feels like there's such a need around here. We're in a rural area, so yeah. You just need a few extra minutes. That's not a problem. I was late. You can be late. Everyone can be friggin' late. I mean, Phaeton's here. Hello, Phaeton. Hello, baby. I've got my cat here, and he's a big happy fella. And again, I'm at work. I have my cat at work. Mwah. Hello, handsome. I do love the ever-loving crap out of this moron. This tabby cat striped American short hair mess of... I don't even know what this is. It's just hair. Just hair and skin and two big perky ears and two eyes that go nowhere. This cat's head is so empty. And he is so dense, simultaneously empty and dense. The resting place, the inevitable resting place of the universe exists between this cat's ears. The entire universe is going to collapse right into this specific spot. That's just how dumb he is. Ain't that right, Phaeton? Ain't that right? All the scuff I blame on him. All of it. All the scuff. Ain't that right, Phaeton? Mwah. He lets me get away with some of the weirdest shit. I can pick him up and move him around and manipulate him, you know, like as if he's a rag doll, and he doesn't care. He just likes the attention. Ain't that right, dum dum? You just love the attention. Mwah. Let me just drop him off for a second. But yeah. Let me know. Let me know when you're ready. And I will relinquish control. There will be a peaceful transition of power. I swear this time. Oh, it's Anubis with coffee as well. Hello. Hello. How you doing? That Taurus is looking pretty good. I think we take a look at one of the other ones over here. See how it's shaping up, and yeah, it's not looking bad. We're using mirroring mode to shape the components together. And here's the thing, I'm gonna cheat later on. After I've made the one, it's gonna have, because of mirroring mode, it's gonna have made the other 4 for me, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste those to these structures. Ah! Oh my god, it feels so good to be a cheater. All the cheatiness. Yum 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 yum. It's always Anubis with coffee. Why aren't you ever Anubis with green tea? I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of green tea, so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, green tea would be nice. I love coffee, but a nice hot cup of green tea would do me just fine. As a child, I studied the Japanese tea ceremony because I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to dress up as a geisha and try it. And I mean, I could now. I'm still, I guess I'm young enough. I mean, I've got enough of the white face paint laying around that I could probably get away with that. But yeah, no. It's just, I was an odd duck of a kid. Ba 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 ba. Always beats leaf juice. Oh, ho, ho. Them's fighting words. Them's fighting words. Although I do, bean water. Being a Latina, I've had incident of having, you know, actual bean juice as being a part of my diet, so yeah, I think you're right to a point. I'll be honest, it's very much the Taco Bell menu most of the time, isn't it? Just one sort of odd thing combined with some other odd thing in a slightly different configuration. Oh, there we go. 95. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mossy Stone. I'm going to be leaving very soon. There's going to be another streamer coming in my place. And I promise you they will be far more entertaining and far more interactive than I am right now. Unfortunately, I'm towards the end of my time slot. I'm kind of dragging a little bit. My cat's here demanding attention, so yeah, sorry. I really wish I could hang around and you know, try to be a wonderful experience for you all, but that's not in the cards. But yeah, fun times. Welcome, very much welcome. All the welcomes. Did you guys bring coffee? It's like we prepared an entire cistern full of freaking coffee, and Anubis has already destroyed it. Make more. I mean, we need more coffee beans. And we just got a phone call from Colombia and they asked us, please stop. Please just stop. Egyptian Dogman is hurting us. Please make him stop. There's been calls to the UN even. You're good to go? Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. All right. Well, I've been Mossy Stone. This has been Starmade. Currently in the middle of building a I'm not even sure what this monstrosity is really going to be. All I know is that I was prompted that I needed to make a ship with lots of diagonals. So this ship has lots of diagonals. Yeah. I think unless I'm called back for some reason, this will probably be my last stream this year for 12 days. So please make sure to drop a donation if you can. The Tiltify link is right there. The money goes right past us. It does not touch anything that we have access to at all. It goes straight to Toys for Tots. And Toys for Tots, of course, is a well-known charity. It's been around for decades. And since the 1940s, I believe. So yeah, feel free, feel very confident to drop in, and give them a donation. Let's just go ahead and do this thing. All right. I mean, I will participate again next year, if the opportunity presents itself. And notwithstanding, there's been some stuff. There's been some issues. I had to take a medical break yesterday because, yeah, we're not going to go into it. But thank you for joining, and I will be around in my own channel. And please hang out and, be lovely and chill with our next streamer. That's Box Cat Hero. He's a cat in a box. He's a box cat hero. Welcome, Rate of 2. Hello. Good lord. Another raid. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'm not gonna do another intro. Y'all have a lovely time. I'm gonna drop out. That's pull up my OBS thing. There we go. Okay. So